All right, y'all. Welcome back and happy Friday. Today we're going to be updating you on Tennessee's 2026 class. Please do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to start right here with JB Shabbaz, four-star offensive tackle from North Carolina, and he's going to be choosing tonight at 6 o'clock. So we'll be going live at about 5:30, 5:45. Hope that y'all can join us for it. Feeling really good about Tennessee's chances, listed at 6'6", 280 pounds, and y'all can see what the competition is. I think he probably already told the stats that he's going to be picking Tennessee. That's just kind of how things feel. But yeah, South Carolina was probably the closest competition down this home stretch. But we've talked about his game, and we won't talk about it too much right now. We'll save that for the live stream. But I really like, number one, his overall frame. I think he's very strong. He has good feet. He's quick as a tackle, left side, right side. He might be more of like a right tackle, honestly speaking. But he could definitely, with some more kind of like coaching and teaching, because he's still really raw. I could see him playing left tackle too. I could also see him playing at guard. So just a very versatile athlete, very versatile player that would be awesome for us to add to this class. And it's going to help out with Tennessee's blue chip ratio. So actually, let's take a look at Tennessee's class right here. Currently, y'all can see that the blue chip ratio is at 50%. So once we add JB, it'll go up some. You want to be over 50%. Really, I think 60 is where you would like to live at. And then y'all can see where Tennessee's ranked at and all that good stuff. I'll just scroll through this here briefly so that y'all can take a look at this class. Several players, okay, on here I think could probably get a bump up in their ratings. You have to have a good senior season, but Tennessee does just a tremendous job of finding value with the players that we bring up. There was some talk earlier today about Jesse Perry. He was a 3-star offensive lineman coming out of high school, and it feels like, he's already at like a 4-star level. I think that from the 2024 class, he was probably the best offensive lineman just watching him play out of any of those guys, right? And he was one of the lower rated players. He might have been the lowest rated player in that class. So Tennessee finds that value with these guys. Will the site see it and pick that up? I don't know, but that's why I always say take the rankings and all that type of stuff with a grain of salt. You got to cut that film on and see, do these guys look like they can daggone play ball? But anyway, these are the updated rankings from On3, and y'all can see that Tennessee is down here at number 13. So our current average is 89.53. And if I calculated things up right, once we add JB, that's going to go down to an 89.52. What is that going to do to the overall ranking? I don't think that it's going to drop us or move us. We'll probably stay in the same spot. Could we go up over Florida State right here? They've got 22 players. We'll have 21. It is possible. It definitely is possible. I had to watch this number though. I had to see how much is this going to move once we add, JB and some of these other players. But either way, man, I think the Tennessee's doing a good job. I'll keep on scrolling. Y'all can see, man, Texas is way down here. I need for them to go get Tyler Atkinson in the worst way, just so that Georgia doesn't have him. But let me go ahead and show y'all this, right? Let me show y'all who all's left. So up at the top, we have 2 5-stars, Savion Hyder. Still feel great about that. I think Tennessee's going to end up landing him. Not quite sure when he's going to, come out and pick a date, but he was supposed to do it. Like he talked about that, I think, on last Friday. So was hoping that he would have picked something by that Sunday, but maybe this week he'll tell us. I think that he's going to probably pick here pretty soon. Either way, Tennessee's in a great spot there. But Tristan Keys, there's been so much smoke about, hey, he's not going to be sticking with LSU. I've seen some rumors out there. I don't know how true this part of it is, but I've seen some rumors that he signed with, or he didn't sign, but he picked the Tigers because they gave him this signing bonus, okay? And that's something that happens with some higher rated players, and I guess a portion of that he doesn't have to pay back if he flips. I don't know. I mean, it's probably going to be some sort of a buyout, and I think that Tennessee and whoever else will be willing to pay that buyout to land Tristan Keys. But there's a lot of smoke about Tennessee being in a great spot at this point. So I feel excellent about those top 2. Then we have Moa, not quite sure when his date's going to be because he did push things back. But us in Utah, can we close that distance? Hopefully so. And then we have Joel Wyatt. So listen, there's been a lot of smoke here too. Just a lot of things have been coming out. And I'm going to tell y'all, man, I think that Joel is a really good player, okay? And actually, let me bring this thing back. So I think that Joel is a really good player. Obviously, super good athlete, 6'5", 200 pounds, and he's got the skill set where he could play at safety, he could play at linebacker, he could grow into an edge rusher. So Tennessee started this thing off telling him, hey, we like you playing at Leo. We see you being like a James Pierce. He didn't want to do that. When we've gone over it, he wants to play at safety. So he set a date, a couple of weeks ago, pushed it back, and now that it's turning into a real big boy battle, because before it was us or Vanderbilt, and then we said, hey, we're going to let you play at safety too, and then Oklahoma said it, UNC said it, Louisville, and UGA. So we've got all these like top notch SEC programs that are coming in and trying to take Wyatt from Tennessee, and we've got to find a way to kind of seal this thing up. This is a situation for me that shouldn't really matter what you start them off at. I would probably start them off at safety, just because if you can do that physically and mentally, picking up linebacker or picking up Leo is going to be way easier. So I think that you just start him off there, and as he grows or as he figures out, hey, I really can't play out in space like I thought, then he's just naturally going to want to move. Hopefully, anyway, but that's the way that I would try to play it. This is a guy that I really feel like Tennessee needs to add to this class. I know that some people are writing him off, but whenever you have somebody that can play on all three levels of your defense, I mean, you could just use him as a gadget piece, and that's where I'm at with it. So hopefully Tennessee can close there. I have no idea when he's gonna really come out and say where he's going. It might go into the season. It'd be great if we could just get him off the board sooner rather than later. But let's come on back and let's keep on talking about some of these other players here. So Darius Gray sounds like Tennessee might be moving back. Just as far as his like top five, we're probably still in the top five, but not top 2 or 3, which is where we were previously. He's probably not going to be doing anything anytime soon. So we have plenty of time to pick up ground on some of those other programs. I think that the way that Tennessee plays this season is going to be big for how we finish. If we come out and if we have a playoff run, then man, I think we'll land maybe every single player that we're looking at here, and some other guys, we could probably flip them too. We'll see what happens with Darius Gray. Obviously, JB is going to be coming up tonight, and then Craig Tutt, I don't think he's going to be picking Tennessee. Hezzy Harris, I feel good about Tennessee's chances to flip him within like the next 3-4 months, something like that. Tristan Givens, I don't feel great there unless, like I said, Tennessee has a really good season. Maybe he'll look at things differently and then he'll want to flip. Also, you have to watch out for NIL offers that's going out. There's a lot of money that's being promised to these kids that they're not going to be able to get. It's going to take some lawsuits and all of that. So that could maybe help Tennessee out. And then we have Blair. So he's interesting, him and also Brody Smith. They're interesting because they're both tackles. If we get JB, would they both still want to come? I know that Tennessee would definitely take Blair. Would they take Blair and Brody Smith? I don't know that, but this is why I said, especially with Brody, hey, if you want to be part of this Tennessee class, you probably want to choose sooner rather than later, but we'll see. Now, I think that they could both also play at guard, so sometimes you can just bring in tackle bodies and they can also play guard. I don't think it's always that way, but those are two guys that I could definitely see playing some guard for us. So that would be big as well. And then JJ Finch, I don't really see Tennessee flipping him, but that's going to do it. Please do leave your thoughts down in the comment section. And as always, please do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see y'all later on. Thanks. Peace. Thanks for watching. And please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, because that keeps us growing inside of the YouTube algorithm. And if you did like this video, here's another one that you might also enjoy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.